This episode is brought to you by Schismatic Industries. Schismatic Industries is gi and no gi jiu-jitsu apparel. You can check out their apparel at www.schismaticindustries.com, which is spelled SCHISMATIC Industries. You can also follow them on Instagram at schismatic_industries and check them out for the best gi and no gi jiu-jitsu apparel. This episode is also brought to you by Guardian Oil. You can follow them at www.tryguardianoil.com or follow them on Instagram at handle tryguardianoil. Guardian Oil is a spray, a cleansing spray you can use before or after training, especially in the grappling department, to keep you clean, keep your skin healthy, soft, and clean from infection and germs.
I'm a champion now. If you thought I was a pain in the ass before, you got no idea what you're in store for.
Who the fuck is that guy?
The Doctor and the Driver podcast
starts now.
What do you got there? Beer?
Water.
Oh.
I'm not scared. I'll go grab one right now.
I'm sure you will.
Mm.
Remember what you said last week? You remember that?
I do want to talk about that, actually.
Uh-huh. What was it?
I have it on the list.
Oh yeah, you make lists now.
I make lists because I'm prepared, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I said.
Do you not have coffee?
It's coming. It's coming. It's
Oh
brewing.
My God.
It's brewing ATM. Yeah, my personal goal was to not drink in November at all.
And you broke that November 1st.
I guess that's kind of true, but that was when I decided though, so it was a little different. However, and I think I still call it a success. I think I basically achieved in reality what the long-term goal was, which was a weekends only thing. So I didn't do any booze until Friday, which is a record for me, basically.
Wow.
Usually it's a few every night. So that was a long-term goal. I wasn't like I was going to be quitting booze forever. I was just like, maybe if
It was a test run.
Yeah, it was like maybe I just need a whole month to really settle in. But then I was like, on Friday I decided.
And then you only lasted a week.
Yeah, but I realized I could do it all week.
Oh, okay.
So if I can continue and just do a Friday and Saturday thing, then we'll be good. That's the long game anyways. Because here's the reality of it. I enjoy drinking, my friend. Mm-hmm. It's not like I was over here like, this is killing me. Like, I hate it. I hate that I do it. I have to stop. It's tearing my life apart. You know what I mean? If that was the case, and I think done for good would be the move. But it's not my case. Like I like look forward. I find great pleasure in what it does. I feel like it's an interesting thing. Like here we go. I'm about to alter my brain a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like an ancient tradition.
Yeah, it's truly a fascination.
Feel it in your blood, your forefathers.
Like a fascination of mine. Like I really look forward to like I'm gonna do something that I do all day long, which is drink something. But this particular thing is going to alter
makes me feel good.
Makes you feel good, but doesn't alter your state of mind. It's not like. Maybe that's a weird way to put it, but it's like it's not like I don't know where I'm at. It's not like
it's not like you took mushrooms and you're on a different planet.
Yeah, I'm definitely not on another planet.
Well, all right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting to me, but whatever. It's not something I'd want to go forever without having.
No, that'd suck.
It would be super sucky.
Think about
But
the guys. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie
Socially,
though.
it's bad for you.
Yeah, but I mean, all week I felt great. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Definitely felt great. I trained really hard on um Thursday. I think it was. I trained. I trained really hard Thursday night, and I really, really wanted a beer when I got home. I was like, oh, I want one. Oh, I want one. Like, and I didn't do it. I
Is that
didn't
you
do
in
it.
your car driving home? Oh God.
This was me when there was like 2 rounds left, and I'm like dead tired. I'm like, when I'm getting home, baby.
I'm gonna get me out the elk horn, pour me big old brew.
Yeah. I've made a meme about it before, but yeah, dude, that post training beer is like the best. It's like you don't even want water, which sounds strange, but it's like that's what I want. Really, ideally, the way to go is just get home, you're nice and tired. You like chug a water and get that initial like I'm thirsty out of the way, and then
Uh-huh.
you enjoy it. Then you enjoy the nice
But you
buzz.
didn't do it.
Didn't do it.
Wow.
Just water. But there's something special about that after work Friday feeling when I
Yeah.
know I don't have to be at work on Saturday.
Yeah. It does feel good.
It feels great, and it makes me enjoy following the Friday Beers page even more.
Dude, your state above you didn't it legalize like every drug? You can do meth now, right? You
The
can go to
state
Oregon.
of well, the state above me is Canada.
Oh fuck, that's right. That's embarrassing.
Below me,
State below you. Yeah, dude,
yeah.
go down south, get some meth.
I
That's
mean,
fucking crazy.
there's an argument that legalizing all drugs would
I
might.
know. It is an interesting argument.
I'm not smart enough to have like a counter argument to either side though. So,
I don't think you can do it with some of the ones that are so addicting. Like
well,
it's
yeah, I guess
almost out of a person's control to choose.
it'd be a moral argument, right? Like,
No, not even a moral argument, because like, so I totally get people's um, right to like put something in their own body, but
mhm.
at a point where you're addicted to it, is it your choice anymore? Or is it
Mm,
like like heroin and meth, you have withdrawals if you don't get it,
this
which
is
makes
true.
so if it's readily available at that point, it's more like you have an addiction, you have to have it.
Well, then couldn't you make the same argument with alcohol? Because
Alcohol, yeah, it
pretty
is.
sure alcohol, if you are, so it turns out I'm not an alcoholic because I'm pretty sure
You
if
had died.
you die, right? Like if you stop drinking,
Mhm.
then you have to slowly stop,
Yeah,
right?
but you have to be like drinking like a fifth a day. But
Right. Yeah, you gotta
people
be like
like
drinking
that.
all day long, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I remember. I'll tell this last story. I'll tell a story real quick, and then we'll get into some fights. But um, there was this person at work I was training, and they were a former um, meth addict, right? Surprisingly, a lot of people I work with are,
All right.
which is
Yeah,
very
man,
strange.
Gage, don't you try the meth, brother. I'll tell you. It's
A
awesome.
lot.
Don't do
It,
it.
it's weird. There's like this fairly large circle of people I work with that all know each other from like back in that life. Yeah, and all meth.
That's so weird.
Yeah, very strange. But so I was training one of them, and uh,
He'd ask a question, you'd be like, yeah, maybe
yeah,
ask
well,
somebody else.
no, no, but what is it? Like just and I would like pick their brain. I'd ask some questions because they were like currently in drug court, which I don't know if you know what that is. Hopefully you do, so I don't have to explain it. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So like they're in drug court, and so they'd have to leave early a lot of times. They have to get drug tested and all this weird stuff. But I'd ask questions and stuff, and they would talk about how like they'd explain to me what addiction is, and then like I would talk about like separate subjects, just talking, and I was like, man, like I can't wait for this weekend, like I'm gonna have some beers or whatever, and then this fucking person had the nerve to be like, that sounds like addiction. I swear to God. And I was like, I don't think so, man.
Bro, were you sucking dick 2 years ago for a fucking hit of meth?
No, I
Shut
was
the
just
fuck
like,
up.
I'm like, if I can sit around all day and wait till 5 o'clock before I start having a few drinks, and then I go to bed at a reasonable time and I get up at a reasonable hour and I don't drink again until 5 o'clock the next day. Am I really addicted to anything? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't sound anything at all the way you explained what you had going on. but
Yeah,
but now I'm a Friday and Saturday only kind of guy. You know,
that's the way.
I got work through. I did feel good though. I'm not gonna lie, it felt good. Like as far as like my body, like I felt nice. Let me grab this coffee, and I'll be prepared. I'm gonna grab 2 cups at once. I'm a boss. So give me 1 second. Okay, I got one more small story to tell. To the same guy I'm talking about, was talking about how when he was in prison, how like they let you out for like, jobs, right? So like he like cleaned parking lots and shit like that. And he was telling me how he'd collect all these cigarette butts and put them up his butthole. He'd find all the cigarette butts he could find. He'd put them up his butthole
So you got
because
15 buzz?
no, no. He said because when they let you back in, like they usually, he said they usually didn't check your butthole. So he said he what he would do is when he'd get back in, I guess prison or whatever from like the job, he would you break them up and you start rolling. You use what little tobacco's in them to make little cigarettes. You sell them in the joint.
Oh, okay.
Guy had no problem explaining this to
Yeah,
me.
dude. So listen, bro, I just put it real high up there. They don't
Huh?
check real tight up there.
I couldn't believe it. I
This is the
couldn't
guy
believe
that thought you were an addict.
it. Yeah, I'm like, this guy's got bigger problems than me. So yes, no problem. Wasn't embarrassed at all. He wasn't even laughing, telling me. I was cracking up. He didn't even realize how funny that was. He was like, "Hey man, I made money." I'm like, "This is weird, man." I couldn't let that slide. I had to tell that while I was pouring my coffee. That's what I thought of. Not what I always think of when I pour coffee, but at that, I was like, you know what? I gotta explain that. Gotta tell that. Interesting fella. Interesting fella. That guy does not work with us anymore. Um, let me get Google ready. Sorry. Okay. And I'm almost ready to go. Bubble. Okay. Sorry, looking at my notes. Okay. I think we're ready to go. How'd you do this again? I always forget. There you are. I see you now. I like seeing you better the whole time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like seeing you bigger. All right. Where are we going to start? You want to start with the Gedalia fight?
The what?
The Gedalia fight?
Sure.
That's the first fight in the main card. I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah. You sound a little sad. Were you a little sad?
Not real sad.
That you love her, and that you still love her after the loss. You don't care about that loss. Fucking chick was rigged.
Yeah, I think the fight was rigged. I think it was. I think it
Dude,
was.
you're saying the whole time she won. I don't know.
Definitely did not say that. Definitely did not say that. Dude, I felt like a spike. I felt like a small spike of rage when when Travis goes, "You're extremely biased, Gage." I'm like, what in the fuck are you guys talking about? So for obviously anyone who doesn't know, I was like when he said who's winning the fight, I was like 10-9 Gedalia. Like in my opinion, there was no controversy in my opinion. Like it was real obvious. Like
Dude, there were a
totally,
lot of people on Twitter that thought he
they're
lost.
all dumb. They're all dumb. All these people who complain about judges' decisions, maybe they're the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe they're the problem because there's no way in hell you could score that fight for you. No way. Why? Because she landed 3 elbows when she was
On
on
the
her back.
bottom, dude. They look
That,
pretty vicious.
that's great.
And those
But
two takedowns, like, they're just
I,
takedowns. She got beat up for being taken down from the takedown. Like
I don't think she did. I think she still landed the less significant shots, honestly.
yeah,
Chloe Goudet still landed a lot of good shots on top.
yeah, no, she
But
was.
but
She was raining down some. There was a few times where I was like, oh,
Dominic Cruz was just expressing how he thought Jan was doing well from the bottom, which is good. But you're still losing the fight, 100%.
for the
And even
first
though
round.
it was boring, yes, for the first round, and even though it was boring, like if you were getting pushed up against the fence for almost the whole round, you were losing the round, 100%. I can't even believe there was controversy.
How mad were you when he separated them?
I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad. I mean, clearly the takedown against the fence wasn't working. I was like, well, maybe she needs some open space. Maybe I don't know. I just didn't want to talk about how Travis said I was biased for saying she won a round. I'm like, I'm not biased at all. I'm calling it how I see
Well, he
it.
wasn't watching the fight.
But I'm not being biased at all. I just couldn't. I was like, what is he talking about? I'm not being biased. I'm just scoring the fight.
Yeah. Well, I
And
also thought she won round one.
but there's so many rounds. There's so many rounds. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like
Yeah, no,
that
so
either
close.
guy could win that one.
Yeah.
But that was not one of them. So it's not like I just picked a person. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. I think and every judge scored it 29-28, which is the same way I scored it. Again, I scored it fairly. Kadeya has never been known for being a striker, obviously. I think she's gotten a lot better in the striking department, but that young chick was just good, dude.
Yeah, and then she basically figured her out to where she telegraphed all her takedowns. So yeah, it was just whew,
She was so fast.
yeah,
Very impressive.
she looked good.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. Claudia needs to find like better like setups for takedowns and stuff because she's not going to just become some striker overnight. You know what I mean? Like I think the writing's on the wall for how she's going to win most of the fights. So, and obviously it can be done. You see guys like Colby Covington and guys like that. You know, they can implement their game. So, and let's not forget, a few years back she fought for a title. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, we'll have to see how she does in her next fight. Obviously, there's some things she needs to work on, but definitely win that first round. If not, let's not get that twisted.
Not get it twisted.
That's just I can't believe I seen one. You know how it shows the tweets coming in.
Yeah,
Well, I think most of them said 10-9 Gedalia. And then someone said, "Did Jan just win that fight off her? Win that
on
round
the
off her
back.
back?"
Yeah.
I'm like, what? What? Definitely not. Definitely
Yeah.
not.
So yeah,
So the bot got that right? The bot nailed that. I think the bot did pretty good on the main card.
mm,
Did good on the main card?
no.
He went 4 for 4, I think, or
Oh.
four wins, 4 losses
Mm,
total. Wait, that's on the main card? That's more than the main card, right?
mm-hmm,
That's all fights.
mm-hmm.
Okay, we got that one right.
And then what was the next fight?
The next fight was this upcoming dude. However you say his name. Chikaski,
Oh yeah,
Chikat,
and he got
Chikatsky.
that like basically got a fucking trash can.
Yeah, he definitely got a can for sure.
They were that's when they said that he was supposed to get maybe Arnold Allen.
Yeah, yeah. Which is a shitty thing to say if you ask
Yeah,
me.
because he's top 10. Fuck off.
Yeah, listen, when guys say stuff like that, they're looking for someone ranked that they know the up and coming guy can beat. You know what I mean? They're like,
Hmm.
let's give him this guy. Like,
Hmm.
he'll beat this guy, and then he'll be ranked.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck that.
yeah, it's not gonna happen.
But that guy does look really good. I remember seeing a few of his UFC fights.
Yeah, but he's like always fought like he hasn't fought anyone
No,
that wasn't
definitely
like
not.
a replacement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah, he doesn't. He hasn't fought anyone for sure.
Yeah, and like then like it's like replacements. It's like okay, usually it's like these dudes are right off the street, like that are willing to
Yeah,
say yes.
that's true. You were
So
not wrong there. But the guy does look good. He does look good.
hmm
We'll
he
see.
looked pretty good. It was a pretty impressive knockout.
I got a matchup for him. Ryan Hall.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
Look,
let's see how he does against that style.
yeah, I'm the matchmaking king over here. We'll give him Ryan Hall. We'll see how he does.
Dude, didn't our matchmake come true last week? Which one did we fucking talk about and then it happened?
I don't know.
It's something Dan Ige and
No, I got duped.
oh, you fucking mispost that?
No, I didn't. I just didn't read it. I didn't read what
Oh,
Ryan Hall posted it. Ryan Hall posted. I'm like, oh shit, and I'm like in the middle of working. I'm like, hey, drop this real quick before I gotta like do something at work.
yeah.
I dropped it, and then I got called out. I got called out.
Dude, you're supposed to be my trusted source in MMA news. I
I
just thought that
corrected.
was a thing.
I corrected the post. You must not have read it.
Well, only read it once, so
Well, okay. So this is the this is kind of the problem with Instagram
mhm,
is that we're scrolling to see pictures, right? That's what we're looking for.
yeah.
So I scroll. I saw Ryan Hall post that picture. I'm like, oh shit, screenshot, and then I posted it. But he posted that picture and said, like, here's food for thought. Like Sean Shelby, like this is a good since I'm having a hard time finding an opponent. Like I think this fight makes sense for me. I'm sure
So he agreed with us.
I guess, yeah, he agreed with
Probably
this.
listen to Bod.
Oh, for sure.
Like, damn,
Yeah.
dude, Gage and Alex make a lot of sense. Maybe I
He
should.
texted. He texted me.
Yeah.
Texted me. Yeah. Yeah. No, I just seen the picture. I'm like, oh shit, that's a done deal.
Oh yeah, you might get real hard. We were just talking about this.
Yeah. Uh, no, I don't want that anymore. I want that guy. I want that guy last night to fight Ryan Hall now.
Yeah,
That's what I want. Some
I like it.
that guy to fight some hairy man, little tiny hairy man who won't look at you in the eye. Have you seen his interviews and stuff? He's got like Tourette's, you know.
Ryan Hall.
Yeah, like real bad.
No, I've only seen his work at a pizza parlor, honestly.
He does some pretty good work at a pizza parlor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he blinks like a million miles an hour, and he's like looks at the floor.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Um,
I say he blinks a million miles an hour and looks at the floor.
yeah, well, like, you do that too, so
I do that?
yeah. No
I
one
don't
knows.
think I do. I didn't know that. That's new information.
Yeah, dude.
I just heard.
We all just were like too scared to tell you, but now's the time.
I just heard this. Dude, you know, want to hear something funny?
What?
I've always thought in a weird way. I wonder if I have like a mental thing going on
Or just no one's telling you.
because I feel like if you do, then you don't know, right?
Yeah. Like you don't know, right?
Right. So I wonder, like, what if I'm one of those people and people are just nice to me,
Yeah.
but really I have like a serious disability?
Like at work, they pull the guys aside, like, we're gonna let him think he's teaching you, okay? Like, he's not gonna be real good at it. He's not. He barely even likes it, but just go with it.
That's funny. I train with an autistic dude.
Is he
I
pretty
tell you
good?
what, he's really good. Yeah,
Yeah, I bet.
but I didn't even know he was autistic. I just thought he was kind of weird.
Well, there's like, remember high school? There's a lot that are like they're pretty high functioning.
Yeah, I'm sure there's levels to it,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, I just thought this guy was kind of awkward. Like he just like would be real interested in talking about one thing that was like not that interesting.
Like, damn, dude, this guy really wants to talk to me about Rick and
Yeah,
Morty.
yeah, but there's a lot of weird people. So it's just
Yeah.
I just thought it was another weird guy. But
Who told you?
well, there's two guys. I'm not gonna say his name, but there's two guys with the same name uh, that I train with, and then they said someone was talking about one guy's name, and they were like, let's just say Joe. That's obviously not his name, but let's say Joe. He was like, they're like, yeah, Joe was this, and then he goes, so and so Joe or awkward Joe, and then one of the instructors was like, well, you know, Joe has autism, so it's kind of fucked up, dude.
I feel like I don't know. If he's just awkward, I feel like that's more accepting. It's like, all right, he's just a guy who's weird. Like,
Yeah, I did. Like I said, I didn't know.
funny.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Definitely pretty good all around, dude. He does MMA stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty tough all around.
You ever watch on Netflix On the Spectrum and Dating or whatever? Dating on the Spectrum?
No.
Dude, it's actually really good. It's like interesting. So it's like autistic people trying to date each other. And it's
Mm.
like it's a really good show, and it's like also kind of funny just like on the surface, because like they're so direct. Like,
Oh,
it's really funny to see like people that direct like in the dating world. Like, they'd be
I
like, "Do
think.
you like this?" Like, no. I'd be like, "Oh, I don't like you then." Like,
Oh wow.
yeah, it's like shit like that. It's just like it's really good. It's funny, and it's like you learn a lot too.
I think you're really pretty, but your mole is really ugly.
Yeah, like it's like that's like, dude, and it's so funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's funny.
that's exactly what it is. It's on Netflix.
That's funny.
Good.
I might have to look into it.
Yeah. Anyways, back to fights.
Back to fights, but you never even seen The Social Dilemma, did you?
No, dude, I don't care about that. I already know the Big
Must see.
Brother controls everything.
I get it. Listen, I said the same thing. I'm like, I get I get the
Yeah, I
premise.
get it. They know
I
it.
get it, but it's just different when you watch it. I swear. I swear. That's like not wanting to watch The Martian because you're like, dude, I get it. He got stuck on Mars. Like, I get it. You know?
Yeah, dude, but you had to learn how to grow food.
So did you ever, sorry, a little sidebar. Did you ever see the movie? Because I like to give myself props when I do. I feel like I'm good at analogies, so sometimes I find really good ones.
Yeah.
And this one, for whatever reason, always sticks in my head.
Uh,
Have you ever seen the movie Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal?
yeah, it's a great movie.
Good movie, right?
Mhm.
Um, but like when the trailer, so when the trailer came out, it showed how his wife was murdered, right?
Mhm.
I remember talking to someone. They're like, "Yeah, I was like, you should see Southpaw. It's good." They're like, "I was gonna watch it, but um, they like spoiled the fact that his wife got murdered in the trailer." And I'm like, "Well, that's not really the movie.
That's
It's
like the
not.
beginning of the
That's
movie.
like the movie is like how he overcomes that stuff like that, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, I don't know, I couldn't do it. Like that's just like too much of a spoiler drop." And I'm like, like the analogy I came, I think the first analogy I thought of was like, that's like saying the Martian spoiled the fact he got stuck on Mars. Like that's that's not the spoiler of the movie. Like it's not like, oh my god, he got stuck on Mars. Like I know, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah,
Like the movie's about like what goes on from there.
yeah. It's like like Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar. Like, he has to get
Good,
off Earth. Mm.
good movie.
You don't like that movie?
That's a good movie.
Uh,
Really good
Dude,
movie.
there's a lot of hate for that movie, and I was like,
The
fuck,
ending's weird.
yeah,
Ending's weird.
I like
The
it.
ending's weird.
It is really weird though. It doesn't really
It
make,
doesn't
it's
really
because
make
like
sense.
time and space is one thing. You just don't get it, okay?
I no, I get it. You know, it's like the social dilemma. Like I get what they're trying to throw at me. Okay, I get it, but it's still weird.
Okay.
But it's good. It's definitely good. Definitely well worth the watch. Dude, the coolest part was when they're on the water planet, for sure. Remember the
On
one
the
on the
water planet?
yeah,
Oh, you're talking about Interstellar.
yeah, and then
You're
the
talking about
giant.
the social dilemma.
No, I'm talking about Southpaw.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Southpaw, idiot.
When they're on the water planet.
Yeah.
No, when the giant wave was coming,
Yeah.
dude.
Scary.
This like the freakish really big wave, and then when they get back, remember they said like 1 hour spent here is like
Yeah,
7 years or
the
whatever.
black guy's like 100.
Oh, he's so old. And then he has to go up to it, and then has to go back and watch all the messages from his family. It was so sad.
Yeah, dude. He could have been like that guy that like got left could have been like eating shit, like eating his own shit, like being alone for fucking 40 years. Like it's a long time.
Ah, that was fucked. That was so fucked. That was sad. I'm gonna
Great
get sad
movie.
thinking about it. Let's move on. All right. So let's move on to Barcelos versus Taha. What a good performance.
Oh yeah, fight of the night for sure.
Yeah, has to be fight of the night.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
definitely, yeah, that guy looked good.
Marcellus, man,
Looked good.
pretty darn good. Do you think he beats Aldermain Sterling?
No,
No.
no, I
I thought he
don't.
looked pretty impressive though.
He does look good, but I think Aljamain Sterling's the next champ.
So do I.
I think he's going to beat Jan.
So do
I don't know. I'd like to see him. Let's see. Give me some bantamweight rankings, Alex, if you don't mind.
You know.
Um, let's see.
And like the other guy looked pretty good too. I mean, obviously he was dominated, but like looked like just not there yet.
No, he had moments, especially in the first round. He had moments for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, so it is Peter Yan as champion, Aljamain Sterling, Corey Sandhagen at number 2, Marlon Moraes at number 3, Cody Garbrandt at number 4, Frankie Edgar at number 5. Peter
You
Yan.
can give him Frankie Edgar.
Damn, dude. Homeboy wasn't even is like was he not?
Frankie Edgar's like a gatekeeper, anyways. Or give him Sean O'Malley. There you go.
I don't think Sean O'Malley deserves him, bro.
Dude, that guy's not ranked.
That guy wasn't ranked?
No,
Oh fuck. I was like, where's his name at?
no, he's not ranked. No, but
Oh
he looked
yeah,
good.
give him fucking
Sean O'Malley's perfect.
yeah.
Sean O'Malley's not ranked, is he? Or is he like
No,
in
he's
the?
not ranked.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect matchup.
Dominic Cruz is at 10. Rob Fort 11. Merher Dernuvish,
Ooh, that guy's good. I don't
Corey
like him.
Stanman, Song Yadong, and Marlon Vera round out the top 15.
Chita Vera has a matchup though. Chita Vera's fighting Jose Aldo, I think, which is really exciting. Very good fight. We'll see if Chita Vera is the real deal, son. Or if he did get lucky against Sean O'Malley. The world will never know. I guess we will know after he fights Aldo.
Yeah, dude. Oh, okay, we'll talk about that in later news. Awesome.
Okay, we'll write it down or something.
All right, I just have a great memory. I don't need to write things down. So,
Oh, we'll see if you remember it.
all right.
Andrei Arlovsky.
What the fuck,
What a terrible fight.
dude?
Terrible.
Does age not matter anymore?
I mean,
Age is just a number, obviously.
I guess. Did he really win the fight though? I mean, I scored it for him, but who?
So boring.
You know who really lost that fight?
I literally dozed off during it.
You know who lost the fight, Alex? The fans. The fans.
The fans lost the fight. That's who lost the fight.
Yeah, not a good fight.
Yeah, because Bosner technically outstruck him, but he kicked him in the legs a lot. So
yeah, he messed up Arlovsky's leg. Arlovsky's tough. I was very surprised he wasn't limping out of the octagon. He had some pretty substantial marking on his leg. Bozer hasn't caught on with the calf kicks. If he would just thrown those to the calf, maybe been a different story. It's so weird how the calf kicks are like a new thing. Though I was just listening to the newest episode of Believe You Me with Michael Bisping, and they were talking about because they're talking about getting leg kicked, and he was talking about calf kicks, and he goes, "I've never been hit with a calf kick." He goes, no one did that. No one did that back then. So interesting how how
It keeps evolving.
just when you think like we figured everything out, or like because we've had pretty much the same fighting styles for I don't know 10 years or so,
Mhm.
I would say. And then all of a sudden, like the past couple of years, the calf kick becomes a thing. And I think people did it, but not like they do now.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know. Wonder why more people don't throw them. I guess they're probably easier to check because they're right there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been kicked in the calf. I don't really want to either. It does not look pleasant.
Mhm.
The guy I was training with at the gym was saying how the real problem is you can't really condition your calf.
Yeah.
Like you eat so many leg kicks, like even though they suck, like I think you get used to it. Like you can adapt. But your calf, I don't really think you can. There's a lot you can do about that. It's just gonna suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Arlovsky won a snooze fest, and again, I don't say that often.
Dude, now
Pretty,
this main event was very surprising to me.
really,
It lost me money.
I was not that surprised.
You were not that surprised.
I was not that surprised.
Why?
Well, I didn't really know what to think going in here, but Glover has looked very good as of
He
late.
looked so good against Anthony Smith, and that's why I was very hesitant. But then I just blocked it, chalked it up to Anthony Smith sucks.
Anthony
That's
Smith
like
does not suck. I'm sorry.
that
This
was
is a
what I
news
chalked
flash.
it up to, man.
This is a news flash.
Sucks.
Anthony Smith does not suck.
Well, that's what my thinking was. I was like, all right, he looked real good against him, but he's fucking sucks. So that's why I was like, so maybe he's like old.
Well, I mean, the guy that gave John Jones the hardest fight of his life, he put to sleep. So,
Mhm.
just saying.
And then I was like, all right, well,
The Glover's good. Glover's back.
it's weird though. It's just so weird now.
Not that weird.
It's
Not
weird.
that
Yes,
weird.
it is weird. It's not. You're
Why?
turning
Why when we see
40.
Yoel Romero look really good against someone, we don't think anything of it.
That's
He's just
because
a
he
freak
looks.
athlete. He's just a freak athlete.
Yeah.
That's what everyone says. Well, just because he looks like a freak athlete. Well,
Dude.
he is, obviously, but I think Glover Teixeira's a freak athlete. He doesn't look the part, I guess. Clearly, he's a freak athlete. Look at Santos and look at what he did to him.
I know, dude. He has a fucking hammer on his chest.
Yeah, and he has hammers basically, figuratively, on his arms and legs.
Yeah.
Like, that guy's a tank.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna fuck the old man up. To be honest.
I like that. Did you see that strategic guard pull?
Yeah.
He pretended to get dropped.
Mhm.
Obviously, I'm kidding. He definitely got dropped.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking, I'm like, okay, just survive here and you're good. This is your method to victory.
Mm-hmm.
So just so much better on the ground. So
Did you
much
bet
better.
him submission?
I was going to. I said I was going to, but
Oh no.
this is what happens. So I did the right thing. I pussied out. And I was almost plus 500 odds too. I would have won some money. I pussied out big time because I said, like I said, I'm not surprised, but I also wouldn't have been surprised if Santos knocked him out. I didn't know what to expect. I thought either guy had a lot, and it was the age thing for me. It was like I was like, I know Glover's look good, but he's old.
Does he get the
But
next title shot?
he has to.
Yeah,
He has to.
he has to. And you know what?
Well, no, that division's kind of standing by at the moment, which is a perfect
Well,
dude.
Jan has to fight somebody.
Call me the king of segues, dude. Israel Adesanya is stepping up to fight Jan Blachowicz for the 205 belt.
Wait, what? Re-say what you just said.
Well, first of all, I said call me the king of segues because the news is Israel Adesanya is going to fight Jan for the 205 belt.
That's real news. That's really happening.
Yes.
He's gonna get fucked up.
You're hilarious.
Yeah.
You think
Finally.
Jan's going to beat him?
Yeah.
Big slow Jan? It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Alex, I will say it right here for everyone to hear. I will gladly do $100 bet with you on that fight, with no problem.
Let's go.
Adesanya's easiest fight of his career.
No, I'm tired. No more dancing. The dancing's done. The big Pollock with fucking iron hands.
Look, he is obviously he's going to be the hardest hitter Adesanya's ever fought. I also think he's going to be the slowest.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a giant
Just takes
factor.
one, baby.
Yeah, I guess.
What's he gonna
No.
do? Bulk up 20 pounds?
No, he's just going to be the better fighter. Period. Period. I think he walks away with that pretty easily.
No.
Okay. Well, that's the news, though.
That's news to
Dana
me.
White said it. Well, because Robert Whitaker, who has looked really good his last 2 fights, obviously deserves the next title shot. But he says he's not ready to fight at the moment. He said he wants to take some time. So,
Well, then someone else should get the title shot.
but if you look at the rankings, there's no one else. There's no one
Yeah.
else. It's got to be Robert Whitaker for sure. And maybe, who knows what happens? No, Adesanya will eventually be back at 185. He's a small guy. He gets a lot of people say he's very undersized for 185. I don't say he's like real undersized. He's super tall and long. And he's shown he's really hard to take down and stuff. So I think he's fine at 185. But I do think at 205 he's
So
going to be very.
he's gonna try to be double champ at 185 and 205.
Yes,
Never been done.
never been done, and it's well,
I'll be honest, it's pretty impressive if he does it.
yeah. Eventually, we're going to have to start putting him in the GOAT discussion if he does that for sure.
Yeah. I mean
21. He'd be 21-0, which is not too far from Khabib, right? 21-0, with 2 belts. He's got to be in the discussion. You know, undefeated in the UFC. Like 10 or 11 fights, something like that in the UFC. Never lost a fight. So that he had to be in the discussion. But then that's just a ploy. That's just a big fuck you to John Jones for sure. For sure. I got your
then
belt,
John
bitch.
Jones would go back down to 205.
I know. If he could, because I think he's bulking up now.
I know.
So this is hilarious. He's like, it's kind of funny because Israel Adesanya was like, I'm gonna hang out 185 for a little bit. I'll fight you in a few years because they've had beef. So I'm sure you know.
Yeah, I know.
So, and then the UFC wasn't really doing right with John Jones, so he was like, "Fuck, I'm going up to heavyweight." So as soon as he makes that announcement, basically, Adesanya has one more great performance, and then now he goes to 205.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what the fuck?
It's a big fuck you, dude. He's gonna beat Jan. I know you say you don't think so. Let's say he beats Jan. Okay, let's say hypothetically he does. Now he's like, I got your belt, bitch. I got 2 belts. You've never had 2 belts before.
Yeah, I know.
And one of the ones I have is yours.
Yeah.
It's just he's gonna try to lure him back down. He says he'll fight John Jones at heavyweight, which is probably not a good idea. I mean, John is so much. The problem is stylistically wise, it's such a good fight, but John is so much bigger. Like pretty sick. John's probably 40 pounds bigger. Like, let's be honest. I don't think Adesanya cuts much weight for 185, and I think John Jones cuts quite a bit of weight for 205. And now if he's actually stacking weight, that's just a little bit of a problem. I wish they were closer to the same weight, then it'd be more fun. Because I do think John Jones beats him. So this is again not extremely biased, Alex. Not extremely biased. I'm very clear. I took offense to that. It's still hurting me. Still hurting me because I always have who I want to win. I'm very open about that, but I also call it how I see it. And I think, I think John Jones beats him. I think he's too big. I think he's too big.
He's so big.
He's so big.
That reach is crazy.
The reach is great. He doesn't have a giant reach advantage over Adesanya though, like 4 inches or so. Still, no. I think he has. I don't know the terminology. Like the what's the word for it?
Wingspan.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have the biggest reach as far as wingspan, but I think relative to his height, it's the biggest in UFC history. Like the difference between his height and his reach, I think is the most significant we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just long dude. And he knows how to use it, you know? And he uses it to the fullest extent where even his fingers go into your eyeballs.
Yeah.
You know?
He uses every inch of it.
Every inch of it. Once he fills that wet eyeball with his middle finger, he knows right where he's at.
Yeah. Kind of.
He
Yeah.
has a lot of eye pokes.
So Glover gets the sub Vic in round 3.
Yep.
And then that was a wrap for me.
That was a wrap.
On my money.
So I want to briefly talk about next week, and then I got some more news to talk about.
Okay.
Next week is a good fight.
Ishmael.
Huh?
No, it's Islam.
Islam Makhachev. Stud, dude. 18-1. Khabib's teammate, lightweight.
Khabib's little brother.
Basically.
He literally said that in the fucking promo.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're real tight. He's always in his corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said he's always. I think he's been very. I heard it from Josh Thompson just because they train together. They're in the same gym, same team. He said like when he leaves lightweight division, like he's gonna leave it for Islam to take over. They would never fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Fighting RDA, legend.
Yeah.
RDA has struggled as of late. He's a little older, but then again, I don't think he's washed up because he does have some really good performances. Like he made Kevin Lee look bad.
Dude, age doesn't matter.
No, I'm not saying he's old. I'm just saying he's a legend, like former champion. But he fights some of these up and comers and doesn't look good. But then he fights guys like Kevin Lee and does very well. Pretty sure he fought Kevin Lee at 170. I don't know if I guess I'll pull this up. Let me see.
Dude, well, right now, Islam is the minus 650 favorite.
Jeez, OP.
Yeah. So, Rafael Dos Anjos plus 440.
Jeez, really?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look real quick. I think he fought Kevin Lee. Yeah, he fought Kevin Lee at welterweight. He's lost his last two. He's lost to Leon Edwards and Michael Chiesa, both studs. Lost to Usman. See, this is okay. So here's the thing. Talk about him being washed up. Okay, I'm gonna list off his last like several opponents. Dude, murders row. Loses to Tony Ferguson in 2016. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then he fights some. I don't know who this guy is, but from here on, Robbie Lawler beats him. He fights Colby Covington, loses. Kamaru Usman loses. Kevin Lee wins. Leon Edwards and Michael Chiesa lost to them both. Murders row though.
Yeah.
Dude, that's killer after killer after killer.
So he's the gatekeeper?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I think it's safe to say. I would expect Makhachev to probably do very well, but again, I don't think you can count a guy like RDA out. He's got so much experience.
But he's going to smash him.
I think Kevin Lee's a stud, dude. That's what I think.
Okay.
He made Kevin Lee look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Lee's he's so young, dude. He's like 24. He got something in the. Do you see his tattoos getting on his head? Jesus Christ.
No, I did not see that.
Bro, worth a Google, dude. Definitely worth a Google.
Kevin Lee face?
No, the back of his head. He's getting like the whole back of his head tattooed. Very weird. Kind of cool looking, but very weird. I think he's going through a quarter-life crisis.
Oh, fuck.
I know, right?
What is that?
I don't know.
It's like a mouth
Who knows?
and like fire.
It's a quarter-life crisis. That's what I'm calling it.
Jesus.
So
It's pretty scary.
Correct me if I'm wrong here. So if you get tattoos out in the back of your head, if you hated it and you just grew your hair, would it hide it?
Yeah, just be gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool then.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. Might do the same.
All right.
I like my hair too much.
Dude, so right now, Jan Blachowicz against Israel Adesanya. Fucking Israel is a minus 250 favorite.
Yeah, because people are smart.
Jan plus 205.
So speaking of people being smart, did you hear that stat that John Eddick gave last night?
No, what was it?
how all the favorites since UFC, since like the last pay-per-view, all the favorites, it's like 28-2.
Yeah, and then he said that, and then the two favorites fucking lost the main two cards. So
Main two fights, yeah.
yeah,
Well, there you go. Okay, 28-4 is pretty good still.
yeah,
That's very impressive.
dude. So here's the news I wanted to talk about, and I found it on the
Oh, perfect.
Leon Edwards versus the number 3 ranked. Number 3 versus not ranked. Kamazat Chimaev is a plus 164 underdog.
Really?
Yeah, dude. The Chechen Wolf is now a minus 196 favorite.
Dude, the hype train.
Plus 164.
Listen, Alex, you have to decide whether you're going to be shoveling coal in the hype train, keeping it going.
Dude, I
Or if
don't
you're
think so. I think with those odds, there's no way in fuck I don't not take Leon Edwards. Like,
look, you're not. I don't think. I don't know. This is one of those ones. Like, I don't know if you're crazy either way. I don't know if you're crazy. Because he does look like a goddamn killer for sure.
but he hasn't fought anybody.
You are not wrong at all. You're totally right. If Leon Edwards mops the floor with him, I won't be surprised. I'll be like, that's top level shit. But if the Chechen Wolf does, I will be surprised. And I'll be like, Jesus Christ, it's real. It's real. Leon Edwards has the longest winning streak in the welterweight division. He is a killer.
Well, yeah, I'm just
So
blown away.
excited for that. I'm so excited for that fight, though. That's like one of my favorite fights of the year. I
Right
can't wait.
now, McGregor's the favorite against Poirier, plus 150.
Yeah.
Poirier's 150 plus 154 underdog.
Yeah, I don't like that fight for Poirier. I think
Aljamain is the underdog against Jan right now.
when is that fight?
So according to the betting, the 12th of October,
Oh.
12th of December.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes they just throw numbers on there.
No, I think it's a pay-per-view card. That's UFC whatever, the 12th. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think it's a set thing then. Think. Or hell, I can just look real quick. UFC 255 maybe? No, not 255. That's
Coming up is
no, it'll be 256.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to work this thing like you do. UFC 256, I'm sure of it. But I don't know if that's on there. If that card's up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's happening though. So Islam, I don't know, man. Hard to not pick Islam.
Yeah.
Let's see. Eric Anders is on that fight. I like Eric Anders. Everyone else is kind of Kay Hansen. She's like an up and comer.
Good. You always pick out the random girls.
They're the easiest to follow because there's not that many of them. Like
Yeah.
those names stick in my head. You know what I mean? Like, I remember like, oh, she had a good performance, and then like I'll like drop a follow on Instagram. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, no, there's so many guys. It's hard to remember all them.
Yeah.
I like Eric Anders. The rest of the card kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much a good main. Pretty much, oh, Ashley Yoder's on here again. There you go. That's a pretty good point. And I'm gonna do it a third time. Random Marcos is on here. Random Marcos is now sitting. Dude, they're trying to get her out of the UFC. She's 10-10 now, which is still crazy to believe because I think she's really good. 10-10, terrible record. They're giving her someone without a picture who's 11-1. They're just trying to cut her. They're probably trying to cut her. Who did she fight last? Was it Jillian? Or no?
She lost to Mackenzie Dern.
Mackenzie Dern, okay. Was it a
Got
prelims last
subbed
week?
in the first round.
Yeah. Ashley Yoder versus Miranda Granger. Daniel Rodriguez versus. Sorry, I'm not going to do predictions for all of these. I'm excited for the main event. How about that? The rest of the card kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Then UFC 255 is kind of exciting. Jennifer Maia is fucked against Valentina Shevchenko. Brandon Royval versus Brandon Moreno is a really good fight. I'm a big fan of Brandon Moreno. I like him a lot. And then Paul Craig. He's
Yeah,
fighting
I knew you were gonna come up with that.
fighting Shogun Hua for the rematch. They had a really close first fight. I think it was a draw. They had a really good first
We'll
fight.
see if old guy matters or not with Shogun there.
Well, they fought once and Shogun did well. It was a close fight. Paul Craig fought a lot of the fight on his back, which he likes to do, which is kind of weird, but he does. Kyle Dawkins, our favorite middleweight. The last couple times we've seen Dawkins, I've always thought it was this guy, and it kept being that heavyweight.
It's his
guy.
brother. They're brothers.
This guy's finally fighting again.
Yeah.
The other guy that
Yeah.
and Antonina Shevchenko's fighting Lipsky. That's a fun fight. Kyle Dawkins is a fun fight.
Jeez, you okay?
Jaquan Buckley is fighting Jordan Wright. That's a good fight. Jordan Wright's undefeated. That's good. This is a good card. This next pay-per-view, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Not like crazy, but it's pretty good for like the hardcores. Like the casuals, they're fucked. But Jennifer Maia,
Fucking casuals.
the casuals are fucked. Just almost as fucked as Jennifer Maia is going to be when she fights Valentina Shevchenko. She's toast. She's so toast.
You think?
Yes. How's she going to beat Valentina Shevchenko?
She's gonna
Zero
fight
way.
her. Sub her. Get the sub.
No chance. No chance. No one's going to sub Valentina Shevchenko. Yeah, you got to knock her out. No one's going to sub her. Alex Perez versus Davison Figueiredo. You know, I know there's this like weird thing about women's MMA, but I think Valentina should be the main event over these little tiny dudes.
Damn.
Personally.
You think so?
Yes, Valentina Shevchenko is a big star. Davison Figueiredo is not a big star.
You don't know that.
All maybe in Brazil he is.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the least cared about division in all of UFC by a landslide, the flyweight division. People didn't care about it when Mighty Mouse was here, and he was a fucking star, or should have been a star rather. If he wasn't a star, no one's going to be a star at flyweight. 100%.
Yeah.
Arguably the GOAT. Couldn't sell a pay-per-view to save his life.
Yeah.
Just people just don't care, and he was like a perfect fighter basically. So, yeah, I don't know. I think Valentina should have been the main event.
All right.
But anyways, we got some more news.
Oh yeah, you got more things
Pretty big
written
news.
down.
Okay. Yes, sir. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Darren Till hurt out of the Hermanson fight. Who steps in, dude?
I don't know.
Kevin Holland, bro.
Oh wow.
Big step up in competition. He's
Yeah.
fighting Jack the Joker. We'll see if the hype's real. He's what, 5-0 this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a big step up, dude. Jack
Damn.
Hermanson is no fucking joke.
I'm rooting for him.
Will he get heel hooked though? Very possible. Jack Hermanson's he's very good. He's very good. That matchup with Till was tough, and nothing. Till's a killer. So that is news. I don't know. I don't know. Kevin Holland's he's game, dude. He's a young dude. I think I just recently saw how young he was. He was like born in 95 or something, or 96. Kind of crazy. We'll see. I had to drop that. And I also want to talk. I knew I'd forget it, so I had to write it down right then and away. Dude, Jason Herzog speaking Portuguese, bro. How cool is that?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Dude, he's the GOAT.
What a great ref.
He's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
he did try to kill Justin Gaethje a few weeks back, but we'll let that slide. You know, it's weird. I was thinking about this. Like with chokes, I think ever since the Robert Lawler controversy, I think, like when he fought Ben Askren and everyone thought he was out and he wasn't, right?
What?
When Robbie Lawler fought Ben Askren, and then we thought that Ben Askren choked him to sleep, and then when Herb Dean stopped the fight, it turns out Robbie Lawler wasn't out.
Yeah.
Big controversy. I feel like with chokes, like you really want to be sure because like you said, like when he was tapping, it kind of looked like he was just hitting Khabib, like in a way. Like we obviously had the perfect angle, but like I thought it was pretty apparent he was tapping. But
Yeah, because nothing happens when they're like go out. So
right, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Like if you're like getting armbarred and you're tapping frantically and no one sees you, like
yeah.
that's a problem. But or something even worse, like a heel hook, like that's something that's just you do not want to, Like what's his face would do that? What's his name? Paul Harris. Paul Harris would fucking never let go of the heel hooks, and he got cut from the UFC from it.
Yeah.
People would tapping frantically, and they have to pry him off to let him go. It's like you're killing people over here. So yeah, it's like if there's any doubt if he's tapping, if it's a choke, like why not let it go a little longer? You know what I mean? But it's also good to you don't. So like in a jiu-jitsu tournament, it's a little different. And a like there's like a little bit of integrity. Not that there's not in MMA, but like in a jiu-jitsu tournament, like if someone taps, you let go. You just do. You just let it go immediately, even if the ref didn't see it. Like it's pretty obvious, like why you just let something go. It's not like the other guy would go, "I didn't tap."
Yeah.
That'd be weird. But usually it's just like if you feel a tap, you let it go. The other guy's going to acknowledge, like even if the ref didn't see it, like as soon as you let it go, both guys don't start killing each other. Pretty obviously tapped. You know what I mean? So, but in MMA, like you can't. Like you have to wait until the ref pulls you off. You don't want any controversy at all.
Mm.
He has to see it for sure. But I just recently heard that Jason Herzog is a fucking killer, dude. He's like, he's like, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt. He's like, he trains Muay Thai like every day or like several times a week for like the last 15 years or something. Dude's a killer. That's
How much do they
cool.
get paid to ref?
I don't know. Probably not enough.
Not enough.
I assume. I don't know. Why don't you look it up? Let's
I
see.
don't know. Why don't you look it up? You listen to doesn't what's his face? Big John McCarthy talk about the pay ever?
I don't think so. He talks about how like you don't make money at first. I would
UFC
assume
referee salary.
it can't be that much. Can't be that
What?
much.
UFC can earn up to $500,000 if they are a regular appear in the main card fights.
$500,000 a year?
Yeah, they make 10,000 to 25,000 per fight.
What?
That's what they're fucking saying here, man.
Dude, I got another career
They're not
coming
getting
my
paid
way.
enough. Good God.
Listen, dude, I know my new career path, buddy. I'm being a MMA
Herb
referee.
Dean's net worth is $3 million.
Dude, they get paid bank.
Dude, what the fuck? Well, if you think about it, there's not that many of them. So, like,
There's not that many at the highest level.
so Herb Dean gets 15 grand a fight.
What in the
What?
fuck?
This can't be right.
Dude, it probably is. They don't do anything else. If you just pull up his net worth, then that's got to be right.
I mean, this is like some random site.
I don't know. I think I know what I want to do for a living now, Alex.
Yeah, go into it, bro.
Dude, that's a fucking fun living. That might be the dream job.
Yeah.
That might be the
I can
best
see
job
you out
ever.
there, dude. You can get
Dude,
some weird Amish beard and
dude, that's the GOAT job right there. What do I love more than anything, Alex? I love watching fights.
yeah.
I could be literally there in the cage, getting paid $10,000 a fight. That'd be dope. Dude, that'd be sweet. Interesting, Alex. Very
Yeah, dude.
interesting.
Apparently Herb Dean just makes more than everybody else.
Well, he should.
Because apparently John McCarthy only makes 350,000.
Well, John McCarthy doesn't ref anymore. So back then, that's probably what he probably was making.
Dude,
the
what
most.
happened to Mario Yamasaki? He sucked
He
too.
he tried to let people die. He had so many bad stoppages that fired him.
Are you sure?
100%,
I miss him.
$1,000,000%.
Well, he made $270,000 before they canned him.
Dude, Mario Yamasaki. There's so many funny memes. But, I used to make the heart with like when you
Yeah.
say it. There's so many memes. It's like he made he's signifying that he doesn't stop a fight until the fighter's heart stops.
Maybe that's what it should be, dude.
I,
I think
I
they
was
need a little bit more of that.
I was listening to Luke Thomas on Joe Rogan's MMA podcast. It was very good actually. Seen a couple clips. I'm sure you didn't listen to them, but I texted them to you. Very good, very good. But he was talking. They were watching like the old UFC fights, like the old ones, like UFC 1. They're talking about the stoppages. You with me?
Yeah.
They're talking about the stoppages like back then, and he was like, "Jesus Christ!" And he goes, "He's John McCarthy was sitting there. He's like, oh, he's still alive. Keep him going." But yeah, I just didn't know. I didn't know that. I mean, most of those refs are martial artists to an extent, but didn't realize. Like I know Herb Dean used to fight, but didn't know Jason Herzog was like a Muay Thai fanatic and like a jiu-jitsu black belt and all that shit. Pretty interesting. Apparently speaks Portuguese, so that's pretty cool. I thought it was really cool. How have I never heard that? Like that should be big news. Like if I spoke two languages, you'd never hear the end of it. I
Yeah.
would remind you constantly.
Well, are we sure he's like fluent in Portuguese, or did he just learn like
Dude, if you know
the
how to say
ref words?
if you know how to say let go of the fence, like it's a very specific thing to say.
Well, that's the only time you need to use it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe he just said stop. Maybe that's like the
Yeah,
only thing.
like
Why you gotta hate on him, dude? If the guy is the way, I don't know. I
not.
think he's the goat.
All right.
He speaks Portuguese.
Yeah.
Listen, for all we know, he teaches
Or
people how to speak.
so you think he
He
speaks.
probably has a separate class and teaches people how to speak Portuguese. He's perfect.
Mm.
He's perfect in every way. Might be my new favorite referee for all we know.
Yeah.
Nah, I like my dude. Wow, I just had the biggest brain fart ever. Wow, Mike Beltran. There you go. That's my dude. I like Herzog a lot. Let's see what else. Was that all you got? I got one more thing. I want to end with it.
That's all I got.
Okay. Talk to Umar.
No.
You gotta talk to Umar, bro.
Dude, we said after the new year, bro. There's a pandemic, Gage.
Who said that?
I did.
I don't think you said that.
Fucking go rewind the tape, bro. I said it'd be my New Year's resolution, and it ain't fucking New Year's.
That's a good New Year's resolution, though. So, I was thinking about this. This is weird. But I was like, dude, Alex doing some jiu-jitsu would be like the best, right? And obviously a million ways. But what I was thinking of, I was like, he's gonna know so much more about like the sport than everyone else there. I think. But everyone else there that's like new-ish.
Mm.
Dude, you know so much. It's
Yeah.
like it's weird how much you know for someone who's never trained.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Well, I'll just like start just like being like, oh yeah, you guys play some yeah, dude. I'll just be throwing out oses to all the dudes.
No,
Bro.
I just mean like so like even things like you've watched just straight up grappling tournaments like multiple times. Like you know who the big grappling stars are. No one knows that when they first get into it.
Yeah.
You don't have any clue. Like if someone says Craig Jones, they're gonna be like, who? Like no one knows that. A lot of people who train for a long time don't even pay attention to that stuff. Like the guys who are just more hobbyists that don't pay attention to like the competitive scene. Like they don't know if that shit is. But like you're gonna be in here dropping like Lachlan
Yeah.
Giles.
I'd be like, yeah, one time I talked to Lachlan Giles, cool guy.
We were doing this thing in Nogi, and the instructor was telling me about how he bought this instructional on the body lock pass from like Open Guard, and I'm like, oh sweet, whose instructional did you buy? He goes, Lachlan Giles. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I was like, I like that guy.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah.
Pretty funny. So yeah, yeah. I just think it was I thought it was interesting, Alex. I was like, you have so much more knowledge of the sport than pretty much anyone that you're gonna be in the same league with. Like even Umar. Like, I bet Umar has no goddamn clue who Craig Jones, Gordon Ryan,
Yeah.
Lachlan Giles is. Umar probably doesn't even know what a heel hook is.
I know. I'm gonna be king of the white belts.
You'll be king of the white belts for sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna be teaching them shit. You're gonna be like the opposite of me.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the white belt coach.
Yeah. Oh
That's,
yeah, dude. Why didn't you teach the kids?
I'm not teaching no goddamn kids.
What, dude?
Dude, I can't do it.
Why did they even ask you?
No, the gym didn't ask me. One of my buddies asked me.
Oh.
One of my buddies has an MMA thing he's got going on. He teaches kids MMA. He asked me to help him with the jiu-jitsu. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Well, I kind of invited myself as a joke, and I didn't realize he was going to run with it. That's the whole picture. The whole picture was, I was like, "You training tonight, bitch?" And he was like, "No, I got to teach these kids." And I was like, "You want another instructor?" And I was joking because I'm
And you were
obviously
like,
gonna.
obviously he knows it'd be a joke because there's no
That's
way
what I thought.
fuck I'd be
Yeah,
teaching kids.
yeah, and I already made it clear I was going to train at the gym tonight. That was what initiated the conversation. Like, are you going to the gym tonight as well? And I'm like, you need someone else to help you coach, as a joke, because I'm not no goddamn MMA coach. He's like, yes, for sure. I was like, he's like, I'm doing grappling tonight. I'd love your help. I'm like, yeah, no, what? Definitely not. Well, I asked him if he's going to teach the kids leg locks. And he said knee bar and foot lock. I'm like, dude, probably a terrible idea. I was just kidding. It's probably an awful idea. Why would you do that? No, I had to say it. I had to say it because for whatever reason I was thinking of that. Because like the opposite of you, Alex, where you just ignore me all week, which you did again, just so you know. Even the last week you talked about how you wouldn't, you did it again. But when you you ignore me all week, and then we just show up here, talk
Yeah.
for an hour, and then you ignore me all week until next week. Like the opposite of that, I'm like thinking about things constantly, and usually you're in the thought. And I was like, Alex is gonna show up and be the fucking know-it-all.
Yeah.
Maybe you wouldn't talk about it, but you'd know it. You'd listen to some foolish guy like, "Oh, seeing this guy on doing this thing on YouTube," which is like what everyone does, and like, and then you would probably know. You probably like seen the match live, like you know the whole thing.
Yeah.
This guy said that leg locks don't work, and then
And then he
he
got
like
leg locked.
he grappled this guy who like does think they work, and
I'm glad you're
and
imagining that in your head. It was me
I
just
am.
mooning some kid at a gym.
And you'd be like, yeah, that was Craig Jones versus Vinny Makalaeus in
Yeah.
Submission Underground, and he fucked him up. I saw it live.
Live.
Hashtag leg locks do work.
Yeah. I'm team leg lock. What if I do it, dude, and I hate leg locks? What if I'm
It's
like,
probably a
leg
better
lock?
thing.
I'm really
The,
into like the gi, bro. Like my favorite thing is collar chokes. That's all I do is collar chokes.
it depends on the scene. It depends on the scene there. Like it's weird because like the scene at my gym is very old school jiu-jitsu. Like way more people train in the gi, which is strange because I'm pretty sure pretty much worldwide no gi's taken over. I enjoy it way more. I haven't had the gi on in a long time. I've only been doing no gi. I don't know the last time I had the gi on. Which if I ever want to be a black belt, I need to stop. I need to start putting it on. So, but yeah, So, but it's weird because like I'll see people every now and then. They're like, "Dude, where you been, bro?" I think I've talked about this before. And I'm like, "I've been training fucking 3 times a week. I just don't come to your fucking little dumb pajama wearing classes."
Is that what you say?
I don't, but that's what I think. I'm like, I've been training, whatever days. And I'm like, but just because I'm not here wearing your fucking lame ass uniform doesn't mean I'm not training, bitch. That's what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to say, but I don't. And I also want to say, let go of my fucking collar, you fucking cheater. I also want to
Yeah.
say that. Girl.
You're cheating.
You know what's funny? I hear a lot of stories where people come in, they're like, yeah, like I've watched a couple videos, like I just want to do no gi, like I want to, and then eventually, like you have to like put the gi on at some point in time, like our beginners class is in the gi, which I don't agree with, but our beginners class is in the gi, and a lot of people they're like, yeah, I'll just do the beginners class, and then I really just want to do the no gi thing, but they get really into it, like they get really into like the grips and the different guard, like spider guard, like you can't play spider guard without a gi, like things, they get really, worm guard, you get really into stuff like that, and fascinated with collar chokes, like bread cutters and cross collars and stuff like that, and then it's all they want to do. It was never my thing, so you might love the gi. I think it's a good thing to love the gi, though. That's where I play devil's avocado. I think it's a good thing to like the gi, because like your fastest route to progression, like in the ranking system, is in the gi, right? You
Dude,
like,
what if my gym's like a really fat, like I'll be a purple belt in like 6 months?
you don't want that, dude. Trust me, you don't want that. You
I'm
want a
like, yeah,
slow.
dude, Gage, I'm a purple belt, bro. So like, you're in your blue belt stuff. Like,
Yeah, but
maybe you
I'd
should be
fuck
in the
you up.
gi more.
I'd fuck you up though, 100%,
Mm,
without a
I
doubt.
don't know, dude. 6 months purple belt me.
Listen, it doesn't matter what's around your waist. Like you're toast. Like, you're so much more experienced.
What if I'm a fast learner? What if I'm a jujitsu prodigy?
I think you are. That's what I'm trying. That's the whole point. That's the whole point I'm trying to make here.
Uh,
You don't want to fast. You
doubt
don't
it.
want to get. You don't want to get promoted fast. You don't want that. You don't want that at all. Just so many people I train with, like every time we had promotions, they didn't get a new belt. They were pissed. I'm like, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. Why would you want that? Why don't you just want to get better at where you're at? Like, be the best white belt. Like that's a good thing. If you're the best white belt, that means there's a handful of blue belts you can beat, and there's now you're kind of fucked with purple belts, unless you got like one of those like fake, not fake. Like, we have a purple belt in my gym that's not that good. He's been training for a long time. They gave it to him, and like I feel bad, like if I'm fucking him up. I like hot. This is a hot topic here, Alex. I like let him tap me sometimes, because
Yeah.
every time I tap him out, he gives me like some weird excuse, like, man, you had this going on, and then that, yeah, I shouldn't have done. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'll do it again, and it's another excuse. I'm like, this guy just feels like he needs an excuse to not be as good as me. So I'll give him one every now and then. And then I'll compliment him on his technique. Damn, that was nice. Can you show me that later? No, yeah, hot take. I don't think you don't want to get promoted fast. I don't think so. I think it's a because the second you do and you think you're hot shit, and let's say you travel, or let's say someone pops in, like you get a traveling guy, or you go to another gym, and you get fucked up by everyone at your same level, then you're gonna doubt yourself.
Yeah.
100%. That's why everyone at my gym is like the opposite. I told you this before, so we'll have traveling guys that pop in. They're here for like a week or 2 weeks or whatever. They're not from around here, but from a different gym. Let's say they're a blue belt. Dude, all our white belts kill them. They're toast, and all they're like, dude, your white belts are so good. I was like, well, how quick did you get your blue belt? He's like, well, 6 months. Like, well, that's everyone here has been here training like 2 years. So,
Wow. Well,
and yeah, same way. It's like we got
it
purple
says I'm gonna come in as a brown belt. Fuck you up.
get fucked up by the white belts.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we got purple belts coming in, getting killed by blue belts, getting killed by them. We just promote slow. It's just the way it is. I think it's a good thing. If you're that guy who really needs, like, you really need that ego like tamed, and I've been training so hard, and I'm better than A, B, and C, and they got their belts. It's like it's a toxic attitude. You just show up every day, and then when your instructor thinks it's time, it's time.
Alrighty.
I'll tell you what, that fucking gauntlet sucks anyways, dude. Are you familiar with the gauntlet?
Sure. No, I don't. No.
That's terrible.
What is it?
I'm such a pussy, dude. I fucking hated every second of it.
What is it? Do they like
So,
gang rape you? What are you talking about?
basically, it's a rite of
They
passage.
hold
Dude.
you down.
You're unfamiliar with this?
I assume it's when you fight everybody.
No, that would be fun.
No,
No, it's worse. You do that after.
they slap you. I don't know.
Yeah, then you have to take your gi and your shirt off, so you're shirtless,
Uh-huh.
and everyone takes their belts off, and they line up on both sides. You have to walk between them like a tunnel. First, you gotta
And
like
they just whip the shit out of
they
you.
whip the fucking shit with their wet belts. So first, you gotta like gator crawl. So every gym does it different. So I had to like gator crawl, like alligator crawl, and just belts are raining down, dude.
Uh-huh.
It's terrible.
And then they shot you with like an airsoft gun.
No,
You got all pissed off.
dude, I fucking hate. Yeah, debatable which one was worse. I'll tell you that. Debatable which one was worse. Because then you gotta
Hey.
walk. Then you gotta walk like with your hands like this, and some are going front, some are going back, some are going chest, and
Jeez.
it's awful. It's terrible. Bear crawl, like
And why do you have to do this? To get promoted?
no. Once you get it, they do it to you,
Oh, okay.
like same day, like after training. And it's terrible.
What
Dude,
if you refused?
I guess you could if you're.
Yeah, if you're a bitch.
Everyone would know. They'd
Yeah.
never let you forget
Yeah, that's very true.
it. or they just talk about it behind your back, like,
Yeah.
so and so didn't fucking move the
What a fucking
gauntlet.
pussy.
No, you had to do it. But I tell you what, I hated it. Good thing there's only like 3 more left. I mean, no, thank you.
Do you get
No.
to be a part of the gauntlet now when someone else gets
Oh
promoted?
yeah,
Yeah. How do you like that?
Love it. It's so much fun, especially when it's like a new person getting their blue belt.
Yeah.
I'm like,
First timer.
I'm like, you want to be in the club, baby? Come on down. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun, but it's one of those things. Like I love smacking people with the belt, but I don't like getting
You didn't
smacked.
like it. I didn't like
No.
it when it happened to me.
Dude, you know how much of a pussy I am? I'm like the only person who still talks about it.
Like, do you remember when you guys did that to me?
No, but like when someone else does it, I'm like I'm like the first person to walk up to them, like, it's way worse than you thought, right? That's all I could think about the whole time. Like, this is way worse than I thought it was gonna be. I'm such a pussy, dude. I remember, and so many people were like, "Yeah, no, not really." I'm like, God,
Oh, dude.
I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, I was like, I didn't think it'd be this bad. But yeah, that's the gauntlet. That sucks. I think I'm a pussy.
All right. I
I'm
gotta
done
go
here.
here soon.
I'm done here. You gotta go to work.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I swear.
We're
I got
gonna have a
work meeting.
we're gonna have a guest soon.
Okay, cool.
Some guy Eddie knows.
All right, cool.
Exciting stuff. But I'm done here.
All right,
You throw the ads in the front like you did last time.
I will.
Same ones.
Uh-huh.
Perfecto. That was brilliant, by the way.
Uh-huh.
You're a genius.
Thanks.
You're an artist.
All
I think that's it. That's all on the
All
list.
right.
We covered it all.
right.
New Year's resolution, Alex. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Okay.
Peace out. Love you.
All right, love. Bye.